I'm just gonna go ahead and go live and collect some of this ore. The thing about ore, and when you have I want to say a whole plantation of mining devices going on, these resource things, it pays to go away a while and come back. Because then you see how much they're doing for you. But when you just circle around and pick them up one at a time, that's A, a lot of circling around, and B, it doesn't feel like you're getting as much as you're really getting. And that's just something, I'm kind of learning as I go. Yep. Well, there are two kinds of ghouls. There's feral ghouls, and then there's regular ghouls. And the regular ghouls are basically, they're people. They just happen to be people. So the short answer is yes, they have names. I mean, if they're non-player characters, they might not tell you what the name is, but they're just regular folks who happen to lack a nose. Oh, yeah. Yes, I think so. I think for him, like on the Fallout series, I think the ghoul, because you notice that they always used the ghoul and not just ghoul or whatever, was a title. For him, that's his title because he is the ghoul who goes and gets things done, whatever that might be. But I mean, of course, people who knew him are gonna say his name. That's like that one scene in the second or third episode where they encounter his friend who had turned bad. They were talking with each other like normal. All right. So this is the Dabney farm. Okay, so let me pull up the picture here. All right, I am at the Dabney homestead. It does not show you like an icon of what the Dabney homestead looks like. It just shows you the workshop. So I had no idea what was going on here. And apparently, it's just up the road. Like if I go to my place, I mean, in fact, let's do that. Let me go to my place just for fun. All right, well, we'll come back to my place. Remember how I was telling you how I just slapped my building down there? Because at the time I was very scared and I was just ready to stop. And I just stopped there because I figured, well, fine. And then I kind of built things up around it. Not really appreciating all the things that were around me at the time. I just did. And this was when the Mirelurks were being friendly. And they're not friendly anymore if they come by, but that's when this happened. Anyway, so I had no idea any of this stuff was around. I couldn't get into the radio building, and there's a Wendigo that shows up every now and then, which is why I have so many shooty things going on over here. But it turns out if I had but just gone up the road. So let's go up the road. Alright. And we're just gonna walk on up here. Alright. I already helped this chick, so I'm just gonna walk past her.
We need to clean up around here.
Protect and serve.
Afraid I'd have to abandon him.
Well, her robot wasn't working right, and she was upset, and I just helped her. Okay, so that's the end of the road there. So I could keep going that way, which is a dirt road that way, or I could keep going this way, which is a dirt road this way. If I go this way, this is where the Dabney homestead is. And it does not have a watchtower. I put that watchtower up there because I needed a high place to be. But you could come in, and at first you see this house over here. It usually has a door and some stuff around it, but it turns out you could scrap those, so that's a resource there. And then the workshop itself, let me get past this wood pile here. I didn't even know you could resource a wood pile, but we learned many new things today. The workshop is over here by the barn. So I fought a couple of ghouls. No, I fought insects this time. I did fight ghouls in the one where they send you wave after wave of things. But I fought them and then got the 20 coin, and then so I only had to pay 5 coin for the workshop really. And then as I was wandering around, and I mean, it does kind of tell you, if you look at the description, it kind of tells you it's there, right? It says copper, it tells you exactly what's there. I didn't realize how seriously, no, that's 3 copper, fertilizer, some food, it has silt beans and ginseng around here. And then wood, which is a wood pile, it's a chunk pile. I don't know how it has 8 water, but I think it's because that's how much you can, there's a pump behind the barn that you can get to, and then concrete. And I was like, are you serious? In this one place, all of that? And it's so back end, you know what I mean? But this is where the silt beans normally are. I already kind of plucked them, because I'm thinking I'll probably sell them, you know. And then I just wandered around, and lo, there was the junk pile, and there was the copper, and I know we've talked about this, but you may remember that I was like, oh no, what shall I do? I need more copper. Well, it turns out this was here the whole time. So there's that. On the other hand, we learn as we go. We learn as we go, you know. Yeah, so there's that. Anyway, it turns out this watchtower is really quite awesome. I mean, it's small. It's a lot smaller than you think. But it's kind of perfect for a place like this where it's got a little open space, but you need a higher location. You know what I mean? So I put down a little sleeping bag. I put down the stash boxes of various sorts. I put down the weapons workbench so I could fix things because I had a couple broken things. I put down the cooking station because I had crickets in my second wave of things. And I just wanted to make sure I cooked that. And then I put up these very fancy Enclave shooty things, turrets. Turrets. So, and it turns out it is very effective to have these up here, and then those down there, and that works actually pretty well. I still ended up going down for the cricket wave, just because I wanted to kind of get it over with. It's a little slower when you just let the turrets handle everything. You know, so. Anyway. Put things away. Oh, I don't need to put things away. About here. Nope, not there. So I've already put everything away, except for the cricket meat, I think. So that's what I did in the last hour or so, was build this up and fight for it. Yeah, that's the Nuka-Cola gal on the sleeping bag. Yeah, there's like several. If let me show you. This is kind of funny, I think. Okay, so if I go to beds here, at the top level is the sleeping bags. The yellow is the basic one that everyone gets. Okay, and then as you go around, you start finding others. The princess sleeping bag, the puppy dog sleeping bag, the Nuka-Cola gal sleeping bag, the Blue Ridge Caravan sleeping bag, the fur sleeping bag. I think I have no idea where I got that one. And I believe that is the Scout sleeping bag. I will probably have to earn that as I earn different badges, but that's a whole other thing. So yeah, that's I just let the sleeping bag fit best over there. I tried to put in like a twin bed into that, and basically it's just asking to fall down. So yeah. So all in all, a nice little place. Let me put a little chair in here too, might as well. I'm not sure where I'll put it. Maybe right there. Just something to sit on. Anyway, so yeah. So what I'm going to do now, we were tromping around earlier, just walking around, that sort of thing earlier. This is a different server than we were on before, so I don't know how active it is, or not. We can take a look real quick and see if there's what kind of vendors are out there. Well, we got a few. A lot of different small events going on. Oh, someone's trying to power them in a... Oh, well, that's probably over. Maybe not. Just a second. Let's see if anybody's there before we join. I haven't... I mean, I powered it up some time ago. Just gotta remember where it's at. Yeah, I don't really see anyone over there, so we're not gonna go. If there were someone there, I'd go and help them out. You know, 'cause it's better when there's more people. That's what I learned. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but you remember the last time we tried to power something up? An hour later, we're just missing by that much. All of these things with little lines crossing the railroads, so we can just sort of walk and see where it goes. Yeah, because this one little railroad with the Berkeley Springs station, it's not really attached to anything else, is it? To the Hartford Ferry Tunnel, but that's it. All right, let's pick a place to start then. Let's start at the RNG station, and we'll walk all the way up the railroad line here, all the way up to Sunny Top here. And what we'll do is we'll stop in and check on our status over here as needed. But we'll start here at the RNG. Let's go to the we're not going to go talk to Ward, but we're going to go to Foundation, Fast Travel, Exterior. That way we're kind of on the outside. The reason I'm doing that is so that I'm not paying 23 caps. And I recognize I have 30,000 now, so it shouldn't matter. But weirdly it does. I just know there's a part of my brain that says, I'm not paying that much. I do that with groceries too, you know, like real life groceries. All right, here we are, nice and close. RNG station. See, 3 caps. Oh yeah, that's a reasonable rate there. Right, here we are. I don't know when the new map is coming out. I mean, I recognize that it is coming out, but as for when, not really. Oh, somebody has their little emergency tent here. Oh, this is cute. This is not a responder's tent, but a settler's tent. And they've got a grill. They've got the stash and the stash boxes here. They've got decorative items like your person's living in a tent here. They've got the cot, and they've got an acoustic guitar. Now those are useful because that's how you tune up, and it gives you a little boost. Got somebody walking around here, a raider veteran. I guess he's not interested in talking. That's fine.
Say goodbye, asshole.
He's not shooting at me. You know? But the Scorched is... He's shooting at the Scorched officer. Oh. There we go. The Raider has helped save the world. Or at least the local area. I think one of the reasons the storyline of the Scorched virus, which I recognize could be a spoiler for some people, but that particular storyline is, you know, by helping the Overseer stop the virus, it doesn't spread across everywhere. And basically that's another, we saved the world. If nothing else, the people at Fallout or in the shelter saved the world, at least once. Come up, jump. And let's check our little red box. Awesome. Now, I just honestly don't know how many people are going to come by here, so I don't know that I'm going to put anything in here. I might put boiled water, so I'm not carrying it around. Maybe a little bit of coffee.
This vendor unit is equipped with
A baseball grenade.
measures. Don't get
We're gonna
any
sell it.
ideas. Jump.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a vendor, and it means that I can sell him stuff. So I'm totally gonna sell him.
Dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's just dangerous out there. So stock up.
He's the Raider vendor Baron, and he just says these things, you know, and it's just, I find them very funny. I'm just selling him some of my extra stuff, you know.
Stick up. Just kidding. Just want to buy or sell.
Yeah, he has a lot of weapons, and once I get past, like, I got 30,000, but I'll probably start gathering some of these plans up just so I have them in my event. Defend Daphne Homestead. Seriously? Alright. Defend Daphne Homestead. So we gotta go back. This stuff happens about every half hour. Let's see. Yeah, so once you put the workshop down, it gives you events. Yeah. Yeah, you do if you want to keep your workshop. Defeat blood bugs. Okay, I'm gonna see how good my turrets are. My turrets are being awesome right now. The blood bugs are not super present. There's a scorched blood bug. They could fly, so in theory they can almost reach me. Yes, I'll have 3 waves of insects. The blood bug is just your basic giant mosquito, you know. Okay, wave number 1 is done. When they're having a hard time getting. There we go. It's stuck in the... it's stuck under the thing. Which on the one hand is great, means it's not hurting me. On the other hand, maybe not so great for everything else. Just make sure they're all repaired. Not quite done. We got number 3. The nice thing is I'm not alone though. Nope, I'm still up. We succeeded though. We got it all. There were a lot, yes. So now we're gonna go ahead and scrap box this. I did actually. I mean, I got a lot of proboscis. That's not how you pronounce those. Proboscis. So I'm going to scrap those for acid, which is used in the smelting. So that was actually a good haul there for that. And I got a lot of blood bug meat, but suffering from parasites, I'm just going to go ahead and take a cure. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do it again. We're going back to Foundation. Fast travel to the exterior. We shouldn't be bothered for a little while on that. So. Oh. I probably should have checked for the copper ore and all that, but yeah. I did not this time. I'm just holding on to it right now. I will go back because free is free. It's still free travel. You know? There's our little, not as tall, well that's the more tall watchtower. I like having that little one. I didn't realize how much I'd like it until I had sat it down and I thought, oh, this was a good idea. It worked pretty well too, except for the part where I couldn't really shoot anything. But 6 ore. Oh, nice. At 6 ore, got a lot of scrap here from the junk collector. I think I already cleaned that one. More ore. Let me see if I can get this out of my way. Yeah. Remove that. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go away long enough and it starts filling up. There's 14 fertilizer. 15 concrete. And then this, in the middle here is the wood. 18 wood scraps. That is respectable. I ended up, I have the stash, or the scrap box in 2 places. I realized it was smart to put it down here as well as up there. That way, when I've been around, you know, this is actually, you know how that bug's wings are still flapping and everything? In real life, bugs will do that. I mean, they'll be dead, but they'll still have things operating for a while because their brains are kind of, or their nerves are kind of spread out, you know? So they're still having twitch responses. Oh, there's a moonshine jamboree going on. There's a moonshine. Let's see how many people are there. 4. Well, we're going to diverge again. I know we were going to do the together, but the Moonshine Jamboree is a money maker if we do it right. So, here we go. The railroad. I should finish my thoughts there. I know we were going to do, you know, walk the track, because that actually was a lot of fun, but so is the moonshine. It's going to be loud and noisy, so if you're sensitive to light and noise, there are people who throw a lot of bombs around.
I think we're ready to get this jamboree going.
Really active is maybe a good way of putting that.
And try not to shoot each other. Don't forget to fill the tub with that sizable salamander venom. They all look so slimy and useless for anything other than moonshine.
Okay, so we're on the first wave. We are fighting gulpers and ghouls and other random critters. And the goal here is to defend the stills so that our friendly neighborhood, the moonshine maker, can make that moonshine. And he happens to be a robot, but he is well loved by the raiders, and so if you defend the jamboree successfully, your reputation with the raiders will go up. And it's a relatively easy and often fun, especially when there's a lot of people playing, way of getting a little money, having some fun, getting some treasury notes, that sort of thing. This is where a lot of people, anyone who's really good at being a grenadier, or, like they might have missiles rather than what I've got going on here. This is pretty effective for me, but you notice how there are a lot of booms going on. There's a reason. Yeah, I am up here. There's another person over there. They have their jetpack on. I didn't have to have mine on.
Destroyed stills are not good for making moonshine. Need I say more?
He's just letting us know that they're kind of all over. I'm gonna grab some of this gulper stuff so that I can fill in the tank a little bit. There we go. Well, part of the job is to fill this tank.
Well done!
So,
You
there we
found
go.
the tub! I can't say that for many of the moonshiners.
You can't
who
just
come
shoot
through
things,
here.
you also have to put things
Filling it
down.
with
Put
venom
things
now. Your mother would be proud. Well, you don't see angry, sizable salamanders do that every day.
When there's a whole lot of us, it's a lot more, or a whole lot of people, I mean. It's really kind of easy and fun when there's some of us, But more people are going to join us, I'm suspecting. Yep. Yes. Dang, we're staying all the way out there. I guess I'm gonna have to sit out here and I'm just gonna give up and come back at it. Alright, where's Jason? Well,
The stills aren't going to protect themselves.
No, it's still going. And these waves tend to be pretty long, actually, for like 2 to 3 minutes.
Excuse me?
This
But
just
if
makes
you
me
haven't
happy
noticed,
that I refilled
Stills are
my
being attacked.
my tank here.
Communist engaged.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look. We're getting more going on now. There are 7 people playing. That's a pretty good number. For a server like this one, where I'm not sure there's a whole lot of us on here right now, 7. They're very respectable. Legendary, reflective.
Going well, Moonshiners. The venom you've collected is filling the tub nicely. We're halfway there. Most impressive. Keep up the fine work.
Yeah.
Jolly good Joe. We've got just enough venom to make a batch, and there's still plenty of room in the tub. Let's see how much more we can collect.
They're coming in and being protected by
Moonshiners.
something. When it's
I don't think I've ever seen the tub so full. You've really
Don't
outdone
know what,
yourself.
but definitely happening.
Is there any reason why you're not protecting the stills?
Okay, so we've completed wave 3. Well, yeah, I think I am actually. Gonna grab it while we can. Oh yeah.
Excuse me, but if you haven't noticed, the stills are being attacked.
I'm having trouble jumping up here. Yeah. I know, somebody is a high level where they've got really good armor underneath that dress, yeah. Yeah, there's some really good armor, not just power armor, but just regular. And of course, if you've got, you know, those perk cards, give you some real good benefits. And so they may have some protection that we're not seeing with those perk cards. Dumb clowns is doing. Prima Donna is calling for help, but I don't know if that's. Oh. Now I gotta call for help. I'm just being a fairy. Oops, wasn't paying attention. I'm so glad I claimed my stuff. The nice thing about the events is if you do, you know, I will say pass out, your stuff doesn't go away. We're gonna say that's what happened, yeah. I'm gonna come in here real quick because my weapon needs some fixing. Let's see, we're gonna go to here and there.
I can't believe my eyes. If I had tear ducts, I would cry at a
We apparently did it.
Such a wonderful moonshine jamboree.
Oh, that's yeah, it's got that reflex. Wow, we got a lot. Yep. Well, and I'm not overweight, so you know what we're doing? We're going straight to White Springs. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna we have picked stuff up. Yep, we got all our stuff picked up now, so we are gonna go to the top of the world again. Foundation. We're going to Foundation. We'll go to Foundation, we'll go to our railroad thing, and we'll start walking, see how far we can get before the next whatever. Oh, I just realized something. Another event that's real life, sort of, kind of different. Just a second. Look here. Well, you don't have to do that now.
Reminder, any attempted five-finger discounts
So what
will
I'm
be
going to do, though,
reclaimed
is I'm going to sell
and
some of
paid
this stuff
for
here real
with
quick.
said fingers.
Because there's not a single thing I have to keep here. So we're just going to sell it all. Sell. Even the moonshine I don't really have to keep.
Caps
Wow, there's a lot of
exchange
random
for
stuff.
pillage, loot, pillage, loot. Available in exchange for...
That's right. They had all this stuff in their stomach. And that's why it feels so random. It's just stuff they've picked up over time, right? And some of this I could cook, but we're just letting it all go here. And
Up here before your next kill.
well, that was a moneymaker. There we go. Boom. All right, now we're gonna go back to the farm. I have a real life thing, but you know what? We're gonna try and do both. I'll just be doing it offline. I'm gonna try and keep this workshop running as long as I can, but my machine is old. My internet does what it does, so yeah. Well, think good thoughts. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you had a good time, because I had a good time doing this. I'm gonna do one last round for sure. Just in case. I do too. I do think. There's this. There's fertilizer. Yeah, it still entertains me. All this time I've had that there, had no idea this farm was here, and I could be doing this. So, oh, guys. It is good. Now I can too, so it's really, it's a blessing. It's just funny. I think the next thing I'm going to try and do is kind of redevelop the one that I have on the roadside. Maybe move the camp back a little so I have the advantage of the full circle. And then go from there. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Right now I'm going to take all this, put it in my stash box, because I can. And then we're going to head up and we're going to take a little... yeah, we need to do this. Alright, so... here I am. Yep. I will find out. But I am going to say farewell and thank you, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the day.